Hello there again. In this second part of the video, you're going to now watch the explanation, a very short explanation about the body sentences. And once again, I invite you to pay attention to one of the pieces of writing that my students have collected and have given me and submitted in the classes, and that I want to share with you so that you can see the application of what we are studying. If you're ready, let's get started. You have probably watched the first video where I explained the topic sentence, and now you'll see the continuation of this explanation, which is the body sentences. When we talk about the body of our paragraph, we talk about the ideas discussed in it, the juiciest part. When we talk about the body, we're talking about words like the supporting details, the discussion, body sentences, or the supporting sentences. All of these are just synonyms for the same thing. A paragraph should be built using some sense of internal order. So after the topic sentence, writers will need to deliver at least 3 supporting details called sentences, right? These details will become major supporting points that develop the topic sentence. And why is it important that we have this internal order well established? Well, because this gives your paragraph a lot of coherence. Your paragraph will be unified and it will be coherent if you provide the details that really develop your topic sentence. Those sentences that really do not have anything to do with the development of your topic sentence should just be taken out. They should be deleted or they should be left somewhere in case you want to expand that paragraph into an essay later on. That's going to be a discussion that we're going to have later. What should I say in this part called the body of my paragraph? Well, here's the chance for you to include facts that you have found, examples, opinions, statistics, or other ideas that you have in order to develop your topic sentence. Here, you should be very careful because this explanation that you're providing will really develop the topic. Even though the topic sentence is very important, the body sentences explain the topic. These other sentences that you find here must support the topic sentence pretty well. There should be no new discussion, but a logical list of ideas that develops the topic sentence. Watch out here for plagiarism, because while trying to include facts, examples, opinions, or statistics, you're using cold information written by somebody else. But what happens if you don't probably acknowledge or if you don't cite the person who said those words? Then you're plagiarizing. So you've got to be very careful with that. We don't want to commit a crime like this. So we should be very careful not to take someone's idea without giving the credit to the person who really wrote them. To support the topic sentence, writers should, in the body, explain the major supporting details. Give an example of this detail or combine some elements that become minor supporting details. To explain that in a better way, think of it just like this paragraph hamburger. We have here a hamburger that represents the parts of the paragraph. All the elements of a body paragraph or that are within the discussion of our paragraph help to develop, help to elaborate a concept, organize an idea into a single whole, and help bridge a gap in the thoughts that you're discussing. The major task of the body of a paragraph is the organization of thoughts in a unified and coherent way. As I told you, if you want your paragraphs to be coherent and to be logical enough, to have a sequence, to have a very good order of climax, and to have an important description well established, respecting time, space, and climax, then you should pay a lot of attention to the discussion of your paragraph. As you see here in the picture, everybody likes hamburgers that are full, right? You don't like those hamburgers that probably have just a little bit of mayonnaise and a piece of meat, but you will probably like what your favorite vegetables are there in within. So think of the topic sentence as the top bun and the concluding sentence as the bottom bun. But think of the supporting sentences as the largest part. And you will see that the supporting sentence 1, the supporting sentence 2, and the supporting sentence 3 can even have minor supporting details in within. And these ones give specific details related to the main idea. All the discussion in the body of your essay should have a coherent link to the topic sentence. If it's not connected to the topic sentence, then you should revise your paragraph and see what really doesn't match and eliminate it. Now, let's see a little bit of an example. This one was written by Gabriela Q. Gabriela Q has written an example of this type of paragraph in which you will find the description or the narration, in other words, because this is a narrative, a narration of an event. This is called, and I just gave my students the assignment, a close call. And what she came up with is the following. Can you spot the details here? 2 young and savage friends could be in the other life right now. With that strong teen spirit, my bestie took his father's car and decided to drive to a common friend's house. The weather was perfect since it was a sunny day. There was not any chance of raining. That is why he and I left our safe place at home. Beyonce's songs sounded high in the car while we were singing as if there would not be tomorrow. Spending time together was something we really enjoyed a lot, but we never imagined the close call in front of us. A call was seen in the screen of my cell phone when suddenly something happened. My bestie maneuvered the car, trying not to collide with another car. The other driver was so drunk that he was driving in the opposite side of the roadway. I was shaken while my bestie tried to calm me down. I saw all my life in seconds. I swear I did it. The drunken man just left, but we stayed there for some minutes thinking about how we almost passed to a better life in just seconds. Can you spot the details that Gabby provided in her paragraph? Look, she provided in the topic sentence, she said, 2 young and savage friends could be in the other life right now. She is suggesting a close call. Something almost happened but didn't pass. It didn't really happen. What she lists later is details that will enrich her paragraph, that will develop her topic sentence, and that will locate the reader into the narrative she's providing. She talked about the weather, how the decision to drive led them to that situation. She explained what they were doing in the car, what the weather was like. She even said that they were listening to Beyonce's songs. And later, she says that while they were doing this, something happened. They saw a call in her phone, and the friend was calling. But when that was happening, something else was about to happen. And the part that you see underlined, a call was seen in the screen of my cell phone when suddenly something happened. My bestie maneuvered the car, trying not to collide with another car. The driver was so drunk that he was driving in the opposite side of the roadway. Here is where you see the climax, the impact. What Gabby Q was saying from the very beginning is that what she was going to discuss was an accident, but she never said the word accident in her topic sentence. She just got our attention by saying that they could be in the other life now, but she never said why. Then she listed all the details and she begins narrating the event until the moment she gets to the point where she has to say that they almost died, but they didn't really. At the end, she takes, once again, the same idea that she presented at the beginning, saying, the drunken man just left, but we stayed there for some minutes, thinking about how we almost passed to a better life in just seconds. The topic sentence the topic sentence is short, simple, but is very strict to the point. And here, at the end, in the concluding sentence that she provides, she's once again taken the same position that she took at the beginning, but now she is ending the discussion. And because it is a narrative, she's saying what happened at last. And at the same time, she's combining her last idea in order to conclude her paragraph. Interesting, huh? We have here a next example, but what comes next is the next video. Make sure that you watch the last part of this video so that you can see how to identify and how to write the concluding sentence, how to make it effective, and how to avoid having these repetitive words, but having the impact that we want to cause from the very beginning to the very end. Thank you for watching, and remember there's a next part.